Well, she's not looking as clean as she was when she arrived. That's for sure. So, welcome back to the channel. I hope everyone had a really good Christmas. I had a great Christmas here on the farm, and as you can see, I'm by the 155R now. So she's been busy over Christmas, feeding all of the cattle around the backyards and making sure that everything's had enough food. We've also as well been using it on the feeder bedder, bedding down the cattle, and just on the front of the front loader, it's got the fodder beat on, which it has it on pretty much every day at the moment to feed all of the cattle. So far, we're really getting used to the tractor now, and I'll just show you a few little things which I just need to address. So just going around the yard, the steering wheel here is just making a little bit of a squeaking noise, and I'm just wondering about just putting a bit of WD-40 in there somehow. I'm sure maybe just a bit of WD or something in there is probably what it wants. But yeah, other than that, really happy with the tractor so far. We'll just take it across the road because I'm just going to drop off the feeder bucket. I'll just drop out the remaining bit of fodder beet left in here from this morning. Pull the hydraulics out. So taking the implements on and off is pretty easy now. You just got to make sure you unlock the spring outside and then make sure you unlock the joystick a little bit to the right to just crowd the bucket round. Just drop it off into reverse, lower the boom, and there you go. And that's the implement off. Just a little bit of grease on these front bushings here. Just to keep it lubricated up on these front bushings. Now you can tell that one wanted a bit of grease. Okay, so another little issue we're just having on the farm as well. I haven't washed this tractor off yet because we've just had a power cut. But another little issue we've just had is this bale spike. So we had the brackets changed to Euro brackets, and unfortunately the pin will go into the first Euro bracket, but it won't go into the second one. I don't know if we can just see at the bottom here as to what's going wrong, but essentially the pin's going in about halfway, and then it's just stopping. So I need to find out why that is, because I really like the single bale spike, and it's quite handy when you're loading the feeding machine or the bedding machine. So I'm going to need to find out what's wrong with this. For some reason it's just not locking in there. I'll just lock it in and then it goes halfway. And just I think I found what's wrong with it. It's just this tiny bit of metal here on this side is just catching about there. If I can get this just camera to focus there, but it's literally just that small piece there of metal. It's not a lot, but it's just enough to stop the little pin from going in. So I'm going to have to find a way to just grind that out, that little piece there, and then hopefully, touch wood, the pin will then be able to go in, and then I can start using this bale spike safely. So I'm going to have to find a way to just grind that out now. So we'll just gradually work this bit down. Not really too sure if it's the welder's fault who's done this, because this one's actually, this is the problem. That one's actually okay over there. That's not the problem. It's just this one. But I'm not sure if it's the welder's fault or if it's the actual cast, which is the problem. If it wasn't cast properly. I'll just gradually get there. going anywhere. That's definitely got that. But yeah, we are sorted now on that front. That is brilliant. You can see it's gone in the whole way. So it's got the pins there, come through. And then on this side as well, they've gone all the way through on this side. So really, really good news. Managed to get that done, all thanks to this little file here. I think the brackets must have just been slightly off when they were cast, and that's why there was just that piece of metal just stopping the pins from going in there. Looks pretty cool with the bale spike on the front there now. Yeah, I do quite like the look of that. Okay then guys, so let's go and pick up some bales. Okay, rock and roll. Drop a few of these in the yard for feeding tomorrow and bedding down. It's looking quite nicely so far. When you've got a big open yard with this loader tractor, it's actually surprising how well it works. I think the key to most of these loader tractors really is just you need the size. You need a good open yard, a good bit of space to drive them around, and you'll be fine. I think when they're in the smaller yards, that's when you get the problems. That's when they're a bit more difficult to manoeuvre. Certainly when this is in the backyard where a lot of the cows are, this is quite difficult to manoeuvre. But out here where we stack the bales, it's fine. Once you've got your line set up where you come in and out, it's just perfect. Oh, got a phone call. Yeah, I'm really getting used to this tractor now. I particularly like the electric spools. That's something we didn't have on the old 6930. It's got good lift capacity as well, this loader. We were a bit worried about it not matching up to the telehandler, obviously the JCB used to have, but she handles these loads well. I mean, you really can't complain. Perfect. Hopefully we can just focus up there. So, there's a bit of grease in there by the looks of things. It's had in. Just whack a bit of WD into that. Hopefully that will just go back on there like so. Once the oil gets around, it will just stop squeaking. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. We managed to sort out the bale spike. It's now on and working, and I've just put a bit of WD-40 in the steering wheel, as you guys would have seen. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget that you can subscribe to the channel by clicking the subscribe button down below, and you can also as well tap the little bell to be notified when there is a new episode of Olly's Farm. Have a great weekend. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.